So, hi guys. You know how I jump straight in. I have this girlfriend that I grew up with, and we both had the same spiritual advisor. I have to say that I have looked up to her for many years. I don't even think she knows how much I've looked up to her. The thing that I really appreciate about her is how our spiritual advisor would give us homework to do. And I mean, this girl would soar through it. I mean, if she struggled through it, I sure enough never saw it. I mean, I'm talking, she really strived and worked at it. And our spiritual advisor would give us certain assignments to do. And I'm not going to front. I totally would complain because I would have my work done and I would present it to him and he'd say, you need to do this. It's like it was almost like he'd be like, okay, you did this, but you need to do this. And it was just like, how much more can I possibly eat out of this meal? It's like Pac-Man even had a time where he couldn't finish his food. But it was like more. He just continued to give us more. When he gave her more, she never complained, never fret. She just took on the assignment and she was a warrior. Still is a warrior. But we no longer have our spiritual advisor now. And when I say she passed the test, this woman, from my own aspect of observation, okay, because sometimes we don't observe the full picture, but I'm going to tell you, she met the man of her dreams, had the wedding of a lifetime. And all of this, I think, was due to putting in the work. She put in the work. People sometimes don't realize what it takes for a person to reach a certain level of success. Some people just think, oh, you just did that overnight. And you might make things look easy, but they're not that easy. When I look at my life experiences and even where I am now and all that I've had to go through to get to the level, we all can level up. But the process, what we have to go through to get to that level up, not only do you have to do the spiritual work, whether it be, you reading your Bible and looking at certain examples and growing and persevering from the stories that you've read, whether it be you take spiritual baths, whether it be that you watch your tongue on talking about other people, all these things are level ups. We are all learning. And while we are learning, there's going to always be an experience that we have to go through in order to heighten that level. It's like kindergarten. You have to graduate from kindergarten before you go to first grade, and so on and so on and so on. Every level has its own procedure. When you are dating and you're meeting the person and you're interacting with the person and you are moving forward in that relationship, the man sometimes has to go through certain things just like you have to go through certain things. Okay, you don't know this man, so you're getting to know the person, you're interacting, you're getting to meet the family, you're going through these different levels. While you're going through these levels, there are going to be certain tests. Sometimes you won't even see it coming because some people might masquerade in a certain costume and act as though they are one person, but they really are just a representative right now, and you got to see those true colors as time progresses. Nobody's perfect, but we all go through our own experiences. What we need to do, though, while we're getting to know these people, is to take some time off. Meaning, okay, you're dating this person, and you're enjoying each other during the weekend, and then those days that you go to work, take that pencil and paper out and write down your observations, write down what it is that you see, write down what it is that you want. And then you discuss these things, because the more you talk, the more you get to know. I had gone out on this date, and I enjoyed the experience that we had or what have you, but some of the interactions, the questions, the Q&A, I realized that this person and myself are not equally yoked, and there's certain things that I want. And I know there's certain things he cannot give me based upon this conversation. So, nothing wrong with him, nothing wrong with me. It's just that we are not good for each other. Sometimes it's hard for people to see that. There's this guy who was dating this woman. And when she left, it caused him to be hurt. And instead of him just going to her and talking to her about it, he decided to play games. He decided to get his friends to mock her. He decided he was going to get people to catfish her. All sorts of things when all he had to do was just go ahead and talk to the woman. You know, there's a difference between children and adults. And it's time for us to become more of adults by having the conversation. Don't think that the person's going to let you back in based upon all the mayhem that you did behind the scenes. You know, one guy even went so far as to tell people that the woman was married to him, and they never got married. You know, people will do so much, but it's important that you go to God about it, because God will handle that situation for you. You know, we don't always think so, because we feel like God works slow. We want it to be done immediately, right now, right fast. But in all honesty, everything takes time. And it's good when God takes his time to fix the problems. And you know what? You're better for it as well, because throughout this process, you're learning as well as the opposite person is learning. And we will all gain knowledge throughout the process. So that's been my word. It is so lovely being you, and you have a beautiful day.